Okay. So this is at the bottom of a page. Yeah, I think maybe of your notes. Are you in your notes? Found it? We're going to talk about non-permissible values. Okay. There's one thing in math that we keep doing and doing that's not allowed. So that's that word, not permitted. What's the one thing we keep talking about that you're not allowed to do? Divide by 0. What's that?
Also negative roots.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This is the thing we're going to focus on. Not allowed, division by 0. Okay, so am I going to be dividing? So I don't want this value to be 0. Bless you. So I'm going to figure out where that would be 0. And I don't want this divider to be 0 because those are going to cause problems. So any kind of division by 0. So you're trying to see if this divider was 0. Okay, so here we go. This one would be a factor. So 2 cos and a cos. 1 times 3 or 3 times 1 here. Set your hooks up to make 7. That's got to make a 7. So where do you want a 1 or a 3? Think about your multiplier. I'm going to put the 3 to hook up with the 2 to make 6 and 1 to make 7. Found that? Minus, minus. Okay, I'm going to do this one quick because it is no solution on that. Then on this trig value, I'm going to say, oh, that's a unit circle. So where's cos a half? Where's the x value a half? And then you can look on your unit circle and find where cos is a half, where x is a half. So at pi over 3 and at 5 pi over 3. Okay, and then in the other divider, so we have this. So if we add, there's no other angles. So there's, in this whole thing, this whole question, there's 2 angles that are called the non-permitted angles that you can have. Because if you put these angles into that, you're going to create some kind of division, okay, by 0. Let's just quickly talk about just, for instance, a tan. Where are you never allowed to be with tan? What angle bothers tan? What angle can you not tan at? Anybody know? Well, what is tan's ratio? Think about your x, y, r's. What do you got? Y over x. So if tan is a y over x, what would create a problem? If x was 0. Where do you see that on a unit circle being a problem? 270, and 90. Those are problems. You can't do those. Those are restrictions. So I will also show you. So for instance, if I tan 90, that's why. Okay? The tan of 270, bad. Okay? Okay, so that's just kind of a big thing. You always have to know that that's a non-permitted value for tan. Okay, so let's flip into our workbooks. Here, maybe I can do some with you. Okay, some of you might have done this question. I'll just do it together. So on page 7 here, we're justifying why this is undefined. Okay, so undefined, we know as soon as we are talking about undefined, there's something we're going to have to deal with, a divide by 0. Okay, so here's what I was told. I was told the sine of it, trig value, and I was told the cos trig value. Can you tell me where is this angle? Where on that unit circle would you have a negative sine value of that and a negative cos value of that? Which angle are you picking that looks like that? 225. Okay, there's where I'm looking. Okay, so this is where the angle is. So this talks about justify the tan of, do you remember what this means? It means to double that angle. Okay, so here's my new question. What is that angle doubled? You can do it in your head. Double that. What's double 200? 450. Okay, so where do you land? So you're going to be rotate and some. How many degrees past 360 are you going to be? 90. So 360 plus 90 is 450. So that's the location I'm at. So basically I'm trying to say, well, what's the tan of 450? Okay, so what is the y divided by x value at that spot? 1 divided by 0, which is undefined. Okay, so justify. So did I justify? Did I tell you why that happened? Okay, that's what the word justify means. Kind of show and like prove that that's happening. Okay, flip the page. Let's do let's go number 6 first. Okay, a non-permissible value for x. So what are we worried about? We're worried about this bottom being 0. Okay, that's what we're worried about, the bottom, any divider being 0. So what happens if this bottom of a fraction is 0? Okay, so bottom is 0. So solve this. So I'm going to move that over, isolate. And, oh, that's on a unit circle. So where am I looking? Where is there an x value of -1? Here. So which angle am I worried about? 180 or pi? That's the angle that I'm worried about. Is that one of our multiple choices? Yes. So your answer is C. Okay, FYI is as soon as you see a multiple choice, do not touch your calculator. Multiple choice is always on part 2 of the exam, no calculator section. Okay, so let's do number 4 together. Okay, so here is number 4. So I'm worried about this bottom being 0. Okay. Cos. So here's cos. Where is there x value of 0? Where is there an x value of 0 on your unit circle? Where do you ever see that as a problem? Right here, right? Those positions would be cause an x value of 0, a cos value of 0. But that's the angle problem, but this says double some angle. So here's my question. What would I double to make an angle of 90 degrees? What doubles to 90 degrees? 45. So 45 would actually be a problem because if I doubled 45, I would get to 90, and then that makes a cos value of 0. And what doubles to that? 135 degrees would also be a problem. Okay, so these are the problems. So do any of my multiple choices fit? Yes. B, because that's how many degrees? 45. So again, it's not the angle, it's the doubled angle being the problem. Okay, because that's what 2x is. Okay, and then flip on page 9. This is the last question of the homework. Okay, so identify a non-permissible value. So secant is a problem if what? So what is secant the flip of? 1 over cos x. So I can't have a cos x value of 0. This cannot happen. So where do you see x values of 0? At the 90 and the 270 spots. So does any of those match? C matches that 90 degree position. That's the 90 degree. That's a problem because I'm making a cos value of 0, which I can't do the secant of, right? Because cos is dividing with the secant.